What is going on, folk? My name is Nimblethor, and today we are going to check out Overloot, which is a new mobile game, and it's a bit of a mix between an RPG mixed with Tetris, mixed with a merge game. It's basically an inventory management RPG-Tetris-Merge game, just without the idle gameplay that at least typically comes with these merge games that we see so many of these days on mobile. In fact, we have to be very focused when playing Overloot, so it's kind of the opposite of a merge idle game, because here is how the game plays. So, our character attacks automatically the enemies at the top half of the screen, and then whenever an enemy dies, it drops a certain amount of loot down onto our playing field here in the bottom half of the screen. This then gives us the opportunity to either equip the loot that's dropped, or we can choose to merge it to create a stronger version of that item. And there are three types of items. We've got swords, we've got helmets, and we've got shields. So let's get merging here. We can merge these two, and these two small swords, and these two as well, and these two. See, there's so much we can merge already. Now, we don't equip anything right now. You guys can see that we are losing HP though, so we should probably equip some sort of armor piece. Let's go for the helmet here, and let's also equip one of these weapons so that we deal a lot more damage. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but we really seriously do deal a shit ton of more damage when we equip a weapon on us. But exactly how much damage we deal with no item equipped, or with this item equipped, or that item equipped, all of that stuff can also be upgraded when we're back in town, and we will of course get into that later on in this video. Now look at this, we're getting a bit low on HP here, so what we can do is we can eat a burger, and that's gonna recover some HP. We're up to over 100 HP now again. We should probably equip a sword and maybe also a shield. Let's go for a shield as well. I don't want to lose this early on into this match. You guys can check out how far we are in this level at the top part of the screen. You guys can see that we're slowly working our way to the boss at the end of this level. Now, I want to just, let's see, I want to keep a sword on us at all times at this point. I didn't really have to think too much about what I equipped and when I equipped it in the previous levels, but I am now starting to see that the game is actually slowly becoming a bit more difficult, which I'm glad to see, by the way, because frankly, it was pretty easy early on, and if the difficulty didn't pick up at some point, I'd probably have gotten bored with the game, but this is a lot more difficult now. We only have one burger left, so let's eat that, let's equip a shield, let's equip a weapon, and let's see, we're over halfway through now, though, to the boss, and of course, we do have lots of items that we could choose to equip that would make us a lot stronger, but here is why we don't do that, though. First reason is that we run through these items very, very quickly. They have a very short durability, as you can see, when we equip, for example, a new sword. Let's equip this small sword here. It will probably die out in only a few battles, and so I definitely want to be mindful about only using the strongest items at the boss battle. But we defeated the boss already, though. Oh no, it's coming up here. Master Shredder, Melter of something. I didn't read that, actually, but I think this is a boss that's a bit stronger than a normal boss in this game. It has 2,000 HP. Oh my, this is gonna be tricky. Let's eat the burger here. Let's equip some strong weapons. Oh, guys, this is a bit too close for comfort. He still has 1,400 HP left. I guess we have to equip the really good items here now. Oh man, I think this is it for us, guys. There's nothing we can really do, I guess. We have 3 HP left, and that was it. We died. Here we go. Another dead hero just as the warranty expired. That's perfect. I love the humor of this game, by the way. It has a lot of great humor and lots of great interactions as you play it. Now, we have two different options here. We can choose to pay some premium currency to revive instantly, or we can choose to watch an advertisement to also revive instantly. Or, of course, we can go back to town, but then we're going to lose everything that we've earned so far. So I'm just gonna pay with some of the premium currency, I guess, for now. So let's do that, and at least that gives us an opportunity to defeat this boss. And now it should be relatively easy. Let's see, he has 400 HP left. 400 HP isn't too much. Let's equip a new weapon, a new shield, a new headpiece. 200 HP left, 129. We're definitely gonna take him out now. I wanna use this small sword here, and let's keep merging. It's kind of hectic at this point. So many things going on at once, but we defeated him. That is perfect. So now what's gonna happen is that all of the items we didn't equip get sold, and we earn a lot of gold through that. So this is why I didn't want to equip all the best items unless we had to, because at the end of the level, all of those items are going to be sold. Also, though, we do have to equip some items, or we have to continuously merge items, because if our playing field had filled up, there would be a thief spawning that would steal some random items from us, and it would be really unfortunate if they stole, and this has happened to me, if that thief stole some of the best items we've got on us. So we earn these loot boxes, and we earn gold, and sometimes we also earn wood and metal and orbs from winning matches. boxes, and then we have to wait for these loot boxes to open, and then when we open them, such as we did just right now, we can choose to watch an advertisement once again, or again pay some premium currency to get double rewards. We're not going to do that right now, but what we are going to do though is head into the hero gear equipment screen. So let's have a look at this. I think this item might actually be better than the one we've got on us right now, isn't it? No, it only has 1 in defense. Okay, definitely a lot worse. So what we can do though is that we can upgrade this one item, this Hunter's Bracer of minor protection, so that it has a bit more defense. We have lots of gold to spend actually, so I'm just going to upgrade this a few times. We have 4,700 gold, which you can see in the top left corner of the screen. So this increases the base stats of our character when we don't have any equipment pieces on us. The way to increase the strength of the swords, of the helmets, of the shields is here in the Forge. And we're going to level up the Forge as well. Now, leveling up the Forge costs gold, and it also requires some of those 3 other resources that we get from loot boxes. So let's have a look at the stats right now. A tier 1 short sword deals 22 damage. So if we upgrade it, now it deals 25 instead. And this is pretty important because obviously the more damage we can deal with a lower tier equipment piece, or the more protection we have with a lower tier equipment piece, the easier it will be for us to save those gold or the purple or the blue or the green ones so that we can earn gold from them at the end of the level. Now, before we head into another match, I want to just show you guys that right now we've only got the Forge unlocked, but there is also lots of other buildings coming up, such as, for example, the Innkeeper at level 20, and we were at level 10 just before, by the way, just so you have an idea of how far we've gotten into the game. And we've also got the Wizard over here unlocking at stage 100. And I'll tell you guys one thing, I've played this game for hours already, and I'm only at level 11, so getting all the way to level 100 is definitely a very long-term goal. But without these long-term goals, though, I think the game would become kind of boring at some point, because you're just doing the same thing over again. You're just going into the next level, equipping, merging, and so on. But having those long-term goals, at least for a bit until we've reached them, will keep us entertained and gives us a reason to come back and play more levels in this game. Now, something I'm really liking about Overloot that I actually haven't seen done too often is that we get to decide the difficulty on our own, because if we choose to equip items, it's going to be a lot easier to defeat the level, but also it means we get less gold at the end of the level because all the items we don't equip get sold at the end of the level. So this is kind of a cool system. So if you want to play it safe, you simply equip some of the best items you've got. If you want to risk everything... Oh, we got into Overloot here. Okay, so you got to see that as well. Here's how that works. We can even choose to bribe the thief, by the way. It didn't turn out too bad here, but we did lose 1 purple item. So that's kind of too bad, but at least we survived, though. We still have 80 HP left. But anyway, as I was saying, I really like that we get to define the difficulty of this game. That's kind of a cool system. So that is the core gameplay loop of Overloot. We play these levels, we merge items, we equip some of them, we earn gold, we earn other resources, we earn loot boxes, we open those loot boxes, we equip new items, and we level up the blacksmith, and then we head into new levels. That's the core gameplay loop. I am loving it. I hope you guys will enjoy it as well. Another neat thing about the game is that it can be played offline. The only thing you can't do when offline, of course, is watch those incentivized reward video advertisements, obviously, but that's part of how this game monetizes, through those video advertisements, and then the other part is through in-app purchases that allow us to grow stronger a lot faster. Since this is a single player game though, everything can also be grinded through normal gameplay. With these types of games, the main concern I have is always if at some point we'll get to a level where we just simply can't progress without paying, so we reach some sort of paywall. We see that a lot in Candy Crush, of course. We also see it in many other games where we progress through a linear line of levels. It's a bit less of a concern for me here in Overloot, because we actually are allowed to go back and replay older levels if we want to, which means that even if we feel stuck at some point, we can simply go back and we can grind an older level a few times, and then we should, theoretically at least, be able to progress again. So I'm quite optimistic about the monetization from what I've seen so far in this game. As long as you don't mind watching a few reward ads here and there, you'll probably be fine. And I hope that some of you fine folk will end up enjoying Overloot. If you're interested in the game, remember that the download links can be found in the description box down below this video. And with that said, I believe it's now time for the daily nugget of mobile gaming news that I've got for you guys, which today is that Marvel Super War, the new MOBA by NetEase that launched in some regions, sadly not in Denmark, but in some regions back in December last year, and that takes place in the Disney Marvel universe, should be globally releasing this year already. Now, we don't have a specific release date just yet, but the game has already become quite popular in Asia, in Singapore, and in Malaysia, where the game is currently available, and for good reason, I suppose. It is, after all, the first MOBA set in the Marvel universe. I call dibs on Spider-Man, by the way, but which character would you guys pick in a duel versus me if I played as Spider-Man? Let's discuss that in the comments. And on that note, let's sign it off here for today. I am very glad that you decided to spend a few minutes of your day with me, and I hope that you'll have a great rest of your day. And then, until next time, just keep gaming. Stay